My beloved brothers and sisters, as we come to the end of this historic conference, we thank the Lord for inspiring the messages and the music that have edified us. We have truly enjoyed a spiritual feast. We know the restored gospel of Jesus Christ will bring hope and joy to people who will hear and heed his doctrine. We also know that each home can become a true sanctuary of faith, where peace, love, and the Spirit of the Lord may dwell. Of course, the crowning jewel of the restoration is the Holy Temple. Its sacred ordinances and covenants are pivotal to preparing a people who are ready to welcome the Savior at his second coming. Some of those visitors will be moved upon to know more. Some will sincerely ask how they might qualify for the blessings of the temple. As members of the church, we need to be prepared to answer their questions. We can explain that the blessings of the temple are available to any and all people who will prepare themselves. But before they can enter a dedicated temple, they need to qualify. The Lord wants all his children to partake of the eternal blessings available in his temple. He has directed what each person must do to qualify to enter his holy house. All requirements to enter the temple relate to personal holiness. To assess that readiness, each person who wants to enjoy the blessings of the temple will have 2 interviews. First, with a bishop, bishopric counselor, or branch president. Second, with a stake or mission president or one of his counselors. In those interviews, several questions will be asked. Some of those questions have recently been edited for clarity. I would like to review them for you now. Do you strive to be honest in all that you do? Are you a full tithe payer?
Travis Wayne Goodsell. So with the new lawsuit by James Huntsman against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, sure, Fox 13 News gets a breakout. Ugh. YouTube is silencing me. I'm now replaced on the list of top listings. TWGT has now replaced me as the top listing. This is how I'm being treated on YouTube. Fox 13 News Utah did a report last night covering the breaking news of James Huntsman files lawsuit accusing LDS Saint Church of fraud. They're not supposed to use that nickname. Nonetheless, 2,444 views. That's my views. I only have 53. And that's actually good with what YouTube is doing to me. Anyway, I did the little video clip. I likely put it at the beginning of this video. I did its own separate video. LDS Church President gives official statement on tithing. I'm sure nobody will want to watch that either. It's all Nelson. I don't make a single word in there. And so, I felt impressed by the spiritual witness to comment on Fox 13 News Utah. Bob Evans and the one who's replaced Hope Woodward, can't remember her last name. She had been diagnosed with cancer. I'm assuming it's not going well for her, and so she's no longer working at Fox. But yeah, there's another woman that's taken over the anchor spot now. There's a reporter who covers it. Then they have a lawyer who confesses he's Mormon. who says that James Huntsman has no claim, because they're all trying to promote that tithing is a charitable contribution, a voluntary donation. This is what the church and members are promoting, that tithing is. And it's frustrating because YouTube is censoring me under orders of the church. And so the truth is not getting out. But I made this comment, and I'm going to read it to you, just in case Fox decides to ban me, or take out my comment, or hide it, so that only I can see it, and I'm thinking everybody else is seeing it. So here it is, for the 2 or 3 of you that YouTube is allowing to watch this video. Bob Evans, you were recently called to be a counselor in your stake presidency. You know the truth about tithing not being a charity contribution, as you conduct the new worthiness interviews with number 10. And then I link him to President Nelson's talk in October 2019, where he goes over the new questions. Eric Hawkins, spokesman, and the Mormon lawyer in this report likewise knows that tithing, I think it's supposed to be no, that tithing is not a charity contribution or a voluntary donation. Bob, you are reporting to the world a lie to protect the LDS Church. Tithing is required to 1. Become a member. 2. If you watch the video, that was added. I didn't realize this. See the Lord at his second coming. If you're not tithed, you don't see him. I think that may play a part into what they're thinking of doing. And it's dangerous. But more to come on that in another video. 3. Hold callings in one's local ward congregation and stake, such as stake counselor. 4. Be ordained to the priesthood and advance in rank. 5. Serve a mission. 6. Work for the church as an employee. Did you know that? I bet you guys didn't know that. I knew that. They started it under me when I was working there. All of a sudden they said, okay, we're now checking your temple recommends. And I'm going, I wonder what this is all about. I think they're trying to think that I'm not renewing my temple recommend or something. They wanted to get rid of me. I saved the church millions, and then they wanted to get rid of me. 7. Be sealed, married, if you're not Mormon, and you're listening to this for the first time, in the temple. 8. Perform temple rituals, not just for oneself, but for our ancestral dead. 9. Have fire insurance coverage for the latter day prophesied burn as an oven. From Malachi, in case you didn't know. And 10. And be exalted in the highest degree of the celestial kingdom. This list of 10 does not make tithing voluntary or charitable. It makes it forced. The church is holding Mormons hostage, extorting their exaltation with a protection racket, and have done so since Lorenzo Snow in 1899 with his Windows of Heaven St. George talk. And then I link to the video, Windows of Heaven, by the church. The new AG needs to be notified of this for RICO charges. You can't lie to save the church. And James Huntsman, you need to listen to this video so that you get this accurate to the judge in California. You can't let the church get away with this.